Let's get some more reaction now to that. Forensic investigator at BizTrace's Calvin Rafadi joins me now virtually from Hartbeespoort Dam. We thank him for his time this afternoon. Now, Calvin, we're told that the family, Abato Mpholo, has confirmed that on Friday was when his family was officially informed that it was the body of his son that was indeed found in that cell, answering one of the many unanswered questions in this ongoing saga, but a very, very important part of the puzzle. I'm sure you'd agree.
Yeah, good afternoon and good afternoon to your viewers. Yes, indeed, this revelation is very saddening indeed. And, at first, after we heard about the news, we said, because the police don't store the DNA test, so how is it possible that they could have got a match to the deceased from Bloemfontein? But the father has just confirmed that no, prior to this scenario, the mother DNA was actually conducted twice by the local police station and even by the guys from forensic department under subs from Pretoria. So they did confirm that it is a 100% match, and condolences to the family so far.
Now, we're talking about more than a year on from when that fire actually took place at Mangaung prison. When that autopsy report first came to light a few weeks ago, the big question was, whose body is it? And the authorities just couldn't or wouldn't confirm it. They also said, however, that this was normal, that these kinds of things take time, and that is why it took so long for this kind of information to be made public, and that it had nothing to do with the massive media spotlight that had been put on this case and indeed on that fire at Mangaung prison. In your experience, is it normal for this kind of testing to take this long, even though we know about the backlog in DNA testing and all of the other things that are holding back those departments?
Yes, indeed, besides the backlog issue, but remember now this is an ongoing investigation, and I think with the police, they got a source now, or someone who's part of the particular crime, who now maybe perhaps is turning out to be a state witness, that has given a light that, you know what, a certain government mortuary, maybe perhaps around Bloemfontein, that's where the body was accumulated from. So based on that, the police then they were able now to minimize their route of going pillar to post, but going straight into the Bloemfontein mortuaries and then comparing the DNA test and then the missing people over there. So what happened is, through the help now of some of the arrested suspects, they are now able to see the light and know which direction now to take, and the pointing out and the confession out of their case.
From what you've been able to read on these developments in this rather complex story, are we likely to see far more information now come to light? As you said, we've got various suspects that have been questioned, more information perhaps coming out. Would there be feverish movement taking place in this, what sounds like a rather large investigating team, following up on various leads that are now coming to light?
Yes, indeed. You're going to see a lot of episodes in this particular space. Like I say, with a criminal case like this, one has to have proper witnesses that are perhaps we call them the 204s, that will help in relation to the investigation of this particular case. And confessions are coming out. There will still be issues of the plea bargains. But what happened is there are suspects that are arrested and some are now cooperating.
Okay, Calvin, we're going to have to leave it there. Unfortunately, we do have a live event that's just started. Forensic investigator Calvin Rafadi joining us live there from Hartbeespoort Dam. Let's take you